partner in handball on club and national team level. Our special guest as well, Vanjo Bobinac, President of the Slovenian Handball Federation, and Mr. Janez Kocijancic, Acting President of the European Olympic Committees. And I think it's a good sign for handball that the President of the EOC is joining us. We are close to the EOC. Handball is a real Olympic sport, and we therefore appreciate very much his presence. First of all, I have to welcome as well the club representatives who are waiting for the results of this draw for both the Women's Champions League as well as the VELUX EHF Champions League. There are good reasons why we are here in Slovenia. Slovenia, with their clubs, Celje Pivovano Laško and Krim Mercator, are one of the 3 countries in Europe winning both Champions League titles. The other ones are Spain and, since the last Final Four, also Macedonia with Vardar Skopje this year. We have to look back to the season 16-17, where we saw excellent Final Four tournaments, both in Budapest in front of more than 12,000 spectators, and in Cologne for the VELUX EHF Champions League finals with more than 19,500 spectators. I think our competitions have a really climax at the end of the season, and we are going now to start the 25th season of the Champions League, which once again will result in top competition events at the end of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, I heartily wish you a good draw, nice results, but especially a perfect 25th EHF Champions League season. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wiederer. Now, this evening is all about the new season and finding out who will play whom for the title. But first of all, let's take a look back and remember the season in the Women's EHF Champions League, which culminated in the best Women's EHF Final Four yet in Budapest, and the 3rd title for Hungarian team Győri Audi Eto.
Cepelin izvanredno.
Normal pedaleze. Gol! Extraordinario!
Vissza ez a védelem, jó! Derby!
Wow, what an exciting looking season that was. And finally, the moment you have all been waiting for, we now turn to the draw for the group matches of the Women's EHF Champions League. So I'd like to welcome on stage our guests for this evening's draw. Chairman of the EHF Competitions Commission, Božidar Djurkovic. Next, EHF, oh yeah, let's get you up first. Come to the stage, and a round of applause. Next, EHF Chief Sports Officer Marcus Glasser, who will explain a bit more about the technical details of the draw. And of course, our special guest, Tamara Mausor. Okay, I think, and Marcus, you're going to take it away now?
Yes, good evening all together. It's always difficult to make a switch from the very exciting matches that we had in the arenas to a rather technical issue, which we are doing here. Nevertheless, we have to do that at the beginning of the season in order to see how things go. I try to explain you not too much. Things are quite easy, and I think many of you are used to the things that we are doing here and procedure, etc. So I think I would like to go to work right away. We have the teams in pot 1 that we go to start with. These are the 4 teams that were at the EHF Final Four. The teams are always in the blue balls, and the positions in the groups are always in the white balls all the way through the evening. So keep things easy. We start with a blue ball, and afterwards we will find out where the team is going. Tamara, please take the first ball. Thank you. And of course, we start in style with the defending champion of Győri Audi Eto. And now we will find out to which group they are going with a white ball. Győr will go to position number 1 in group B. CSM from Bucharest in Romania. Champion of 2 years ago will go to Group A. Handball Club Vardar from Skopje, Fura Macedonia. They will go to Group C. And the last one, concluding row 1 with the top 4 teams. Budućnost from Podgorica and Montenegro. And of course, they will occupy the last empty position in row number 1, which is in Group D. This concludes pot number 1. Not so exciting yet, because we do not know any opponents, of course, but in a few seconds we will know some of them. We will immediately continue with pot number 2. Once again, we have the teams in the blue ball, and I kindly ask Tamara to open row number 2. And we start with the team of Larvik from Norway. And now we take a white ball and find out the group for Larvik. They will go to group C, position number 2, and they will meet Vardar. Nykøbing from Denmark, a newcomer in the Women's Champions League. They became Danish champion for the first time. They will go to Group A. Group A and join GSM from Bucharest. Metz Handball from France. Two possibilities, B or D, and Metz goes to group D and meets Budućnost. Rostov-on-Don from Russia. They will go to Group B and meet the defending champion of Gjør.
Right. Okay, so I thank you for that, Marcus. I think we have a short break now while we check how the teams are going to be allocated. Thank you very much, Mr. Djokovic, for your assistance. You can sit down now. Thank you very much, and we'll have a round of applause. Thank you very much. If you'd like... And Tamara, I want to ask you a few questions. So, how does the draw look so far for your new team, RK Krim Ljubljana?
Well, till now...
Oh, actually, let me just get you your microphone so people can hear you.
Yeah, till now it's hard to say something, but now it will be interesting. If I would now need to choose, I would decide between C and D group.
Okay, so you played for HR Vardar last season, and I'm sure you still have lots of wonderful memories from the final in Budapest, especially your goal that took the game to extra time. So how did you enjoy your first Final Four event?
Like I already said, this was so amazing tournament. I know that I never forget this in my life. It was a little bit pity because we lost with 1 goal, but nevertheless, I hope that this was not the first and not the last time.
I'm sure it won't be. What are your expectations for the new season with your new team, Krim?
Yeah, I'm really happy that Krim last year made a really good results, especially in the group phase. For example, beating 2 times Larvik is not so easy job, so of course, we build now a little bit younger team, but expectations are, first of all, to go to the main round, and then we will see how strong we are.
Fantastic. Okay, well, thank you guys. If you all want to sit down now or not.
I think we are not quite done yet.
We're not quite done yet. Okay, then. So
Work is not over for Tamara.
we're still using you.
It's like
I'll
in
take that.
handball. There was a first half and there is a second half.
And now there's a
now
second
we are
half.
going to the second half. We have pot 3. Pot 3 has a little intermediate step. As you probably saw on the list of the teams, we have 2 countries with 2 teams. One is Hungary and one is Denmark. We therefore have to make sure that the 2 teams from Hungary and Denmark are not going against each other. And in order to do that, we have to allocate the teams in a special way. We draw the red ball first. The red ball, if we did it correctly, should contain the team of FTC from Hungary. And we have only 3 balls on the stage. So these are the 3 positions that the team from FTC can go. And of course, this does not include Group B, because we have Gör already there. So Tamara, the red ball, please. Just to make sure that everything goes in a correct way. This is FTC, Ferencváros from Budapest in Hungary. And we will now find out in which group they go. They cannot go in Group B. So we have FTC going to Group C. They will go to Group C, position number 3, and join Vardar and Larvik. We'll now repeat the same step with the yellow ball, which is the team of Midtjylland from Denmark. So please open this one. This is the team from FC Midtjylland from Denmark. We have a Danish team in Group A, and we have already occupied Group C. Therefore, Midtjylland can only go in Group B and Group D. We therefore exchange the pots on the stage, and we get Group B and Group D, which are the 2 possibilities for Midtjylland. So Midtjylland goes to Group B, position number 3, joins Gör and Rostov. And now we have the 2 remaining teams still in the pot, which is Bietigheim from Germany, also a newcomer, a participant in the EHF Champions League for the first time, and Krim-Mercator. I don't have to say too much about that. We heard the name already a few times here. They have 2 positions left, which is Group A and Group D. Therefore, we once again exchange the pots and get the 2 positions, Group A and Group D. So we have the team of Bietigheim from Germany. Bietigheim goes to Group D, joining Budućnost and Metz. And now, the big secret in the last blue ball, of course. And the new team for Tamara is Krim-Mercator from Ljubljana. and they will go to Group A. Meet Bucharest and Nyköping. So now that you know all your teams, maybe you want to say something again about, about your opponents?
Yeah, till now, it could be worse, it could be better, but we will see. Of course, Krim was already played with Bucharest this year. We all know how good team is this. The second team, for me, a little bit unknown yet, but I think with good analysis, we can maybe surprise everybody. But of course, we need to train hard, and let's see what we can do it.
Thank you very much, Tamara. A round of applause for our guests. And of course to Marcus. That is the end of the first part of today's draw event. Next up, we have the draw for the VELUX EHF Champions League. So thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you very much to our guests. And on the behalf of VHF, I would like to wish all of the teams the very best of luck when the season begins with the group matches at the beginning of October 2017. But I think we've got one more bit coming up from Marcus.
According to the procedures and the regulations of the Women's EHF Champions League, we have to allocate the teams in pot number 4 from left to right in order to avoid that those teams that play in qualification and win cannot meet any of the teams which we already had in the pot. We drew the qualification yesterday in Vienna. There is number 1 and number 2. And the result for this allocation is as follows. The Polish team of Wistal Gdynia goes to Group A. So they go to position number 4 in Group A, join Bucharesti, Nyköping, Krim Mercator. The team of Brest-Bretagne from France, they go to Group B. They meet Győr, Rostov and Midtjylland, so Brest-Bretagne goes to Group B. The winner of the qualification group with Thüringer, which is the qualification group number 2, they go to Group C. So even if, imagine the German team would win the qualification, they cannot meet Bietigheim. And for Group D, we do the other way around, because in qualification group number 1, there is the team of Vipers Kristiansand from Norway. Of course, they cannot go to Group C because they could possibly meet Larvik. Therefore, this team, the winner of qualification number 1, including the team of Vipers, has to go to Group D. And by this, we have correctly concluded all the things here. Group A, Bucharesti, Nyköping, Ljubljana, Wistal Gdynia in Group A. Group B has the defending champion, has Rostov, which, by the way, is the winner of the EHF Cup women. So I think a very strong situation there. FC Midtjylland and Brest-Bretagne. Group C has Vardar from Skopje, Larvik, FDC, and the winner of qualification 2. And Group D has Budućnost, of course, former Champions League winner as well, together with Metz-on-Ball, Bietigheim from Germany, and the winner of qualification number 1. So this concludes the draw for the Women's EHF Champions League. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, welcome to Ljubljana. We're here this evening in Ljubljana Castle for the draw for both the Women's EHF Champions League and the VELUX EHF Champions League. We've already completed the draw for the women's competition, and you can find all the results on the official website ehfcl.com. Now we turn our attention on the men's competition and the draw for the VELUX EHF Champions League. So, I'd like to welcome all of our guests here this evening, representing the participating clubs as well as partners and sponsors. And helping us to make this evening's draw will be the EHF Vice President, Predrag Bošković. Round of applause as you come up onto the stage. The EHF Chief Sports Officer, Marcus Glasser. Dragan Gajic from Telekom Vesprem. Up you come. And Vid Kauticnik from Montpellier Handball. Round of applause for all the gentlemen. But we're not quite there yet. Before we start with the draw, let's take one more look back at the season. And of course, that victory for HC Vidar, an amazing achievement and one that sent the whole of FYR Macedonia into a huge frenzy. Might want to move over to the side, gentlemen, as we watch the video.
Out to the wing, Chubin! He scored! He scored! They've won! It was so simple in the end!
Ooh, another very exciting season there. That was a brilliant video. Right, yeah, let's get you guys back up. And we're going to be starting with Vid Kauticnik from Montpellier Handball, who's going to assist in the draw for Group C and D. But I do actually have some questions for you first, Vid. So let me get the microphone for you. There you are. Right, now Montpellier had an amazing run last season, as we saw, and you showed that clubs from C and D have a good chance to reach the VELUX EHF Final Four. So what was the secret of Montpellier's performance?
I don't know. We didn't start the season as we planned, and we know we had like a young team with a lot of potential. We work hard, and this hard work paid off.
Yes, it did. Now, you are one of the most experienced players in the competition, and next season will be your 14th in the Champions League, and you're just 10 goals shy of 600. So is there one in particular that you do remember, though?
Are you saying that I'm old?
I am in no way suggesting that.
I don't know. I don't have any goals that I could remember. I have so many goals because each season is something special and each game is something special. But one game is in my head for a month until now, and I feel really good. It's the finals 2007 when we won against Flensburg, and each goal I made, I can remember it until now.
Do you still remember your first goal?
No, I'm old.
That's too long ago. So you've played for 3 clubs so far. You started with the Gorenje Velenje, and then you won the Champions League title with THW Kiel, and since 2009 you've been with Montpellier. Now all 3 of your clubs are part of the draw tonight. So how do you see their chances of reaching the Final Four in Cologne?
I don't know. If I start with Velenje, I know that they have like really good youth selections. I know that the team is well prepared and they will do their best. They have many younger players from Velenje that they would like to prove themselves in this highest level. THW Kiel is like the biggest club in handball, so they take always the Final Four and the trophies. Montpellier, we will try to give our best like the last seasons, and I hope we will manage to do like to make great performances and to be good as last year, or maybe better.
I'm sure you will be. Okay, well, round of applause for Vid there. Thank you so much. Right. Now, if I could ask Predrag Vukovic, EHF Vice President, and Marcus Glasser, EHF Chief Sports Officer, to join us on the stage, which you are. We're going to start with the draw. Okay, over to you, Marcus.
Well, VELUX EHF Champions League groups C and D. 2 groups of 6 teams, very equal matches very often. We saw 2 teams from Group C and D going very far in the past season, so the door is open for them as well to go all the way to the end. The teams are divided in pots with only 2 teams, since we have only 2, so it's only 1 and 2. The teams once again are in the blue balls, and afterwards we will find out the position with the white balls, yes. So no secret here. We go all the way through from pot 1 to pot 6. There are no countries which have 2 teams, so we do not have to do any intermediate procedure as we did before with the women's. So we can start right away with the teams of pot 1. Abanca Ademar Leon, a team that was here some years ago, and Metalurg from Skopje, of course, well known. So please, Vid, you have the choice. And the first team for the new season from Fyra Macedonia, HC Metalurg from Skopje. They will go to position number 1. In either Group C or Group D. And it is Group D for Metalurg. The second team in pot 1. Abanca Ademar from Leon in Spain. There are only 2 groups, so Ademar goes to Group C. We move on to pot number 2. Ski and Handball from Denmark and Motor from Zaporozhye in the Ukraine. It's HC Motor, Zaporozhye from the Ukraine. They will go to Group D and join Metallurg. Ski and Handball from Denmark. They join Banca de Marleon in Group C.
Okay, I think we're going to have a few moments now. And can I ask then, Vid, if you'd like to sit down, because I'm going to ask Dragan Gajic from Telekom Vestbury to come and help with the rest of them. So round of applause for Vid and for Dragan. Now, Dragan, I would also like to ask you some questions. So I'm going to hand you the mic. Hello, thank you for joining us tonight.
Good evening.
Are you enjoying your evening?
Of course.
Right, so new season, new coach with Lubomier Van Res, if I said that right, probably not, to arriving in Veszprém. So what impact do you think this is going to have on the team?
I think, and I believe, positive. It's a new season, new goals, new coach. Everybody will start from point zero, so a lot of hard work, I think, in July and August, but I think that we will do one great season.
A fresh start.
That's it.
So given that you can't meet another Hungarian team, Zaget, in the group phase, you're definitely going to face your old club Celje, where you started your career. So are you looking forward to those two games?
Of course. It's always special when you come to your hometown, where you start playing handball. I've been there with Montpellier and last season with Veszprém. They gave me a really nice welcome, so it was even harder to play the game. And I don't know, it's always a good feeling that your family is watching, your friends are watching the game, and I think it's going to be one good spectacle. A lot of Veszprém fans also at the match. It's always nice to play in Zlatorog in Celje.
And what other clubs would you like to see in your group?
I think last season was really hard with Paris, Barcelona, Kiel, Flensburg, Veszprém. It was hard group, but at the end, we saw Vardar won Champions League, so I think it doesn't matter which club you are playing against. Every club in Champions League, it has its quality, and I don't have really special requests. I think I have to ask my sports director, or maybe if they have something special. But I think that, like I said, quality teams and great spectacles, and I hope this year will go till the end.
Fantastic. Round of applause for Dragan. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. Right, so on with the draw then. So over to you, Marcus.
We continue with pot number 3. We have the teams of Montpellier and Gorenje Velenje, and we will see how it goes with them. Please, Dragan. So it's the faith of your compatriot Vid or your compatriot team Gorenje. RK Gorenje Velenje from Slovenia. Please. They will go to Group C and meet Abanca Ademar Leon and Skiern Handball. Montpellier from France. They will go to Group D, and they have to play Metalurg from Skopje and Motor from Zaporozhye. Then we do pot number 4. The teams are Kadetten Schaffhausen from Switzerland and Beşiktaş from Istanbul in Turkey. Please, the first team. Very carefully taken. Beşiktaş Mogas from Istanbul in Turkey. And now we will see where they go. We have Beşiktaş going to Group D. In Group D, they will meet Metalurg, Motor, and Montpellier. Kadetten Schaffhausen from Switzerland. They go to Group C on position number 4. They will have to play Ademar, Skiern, and Gorenje, of course. So that concludes pot number 3. We will go all the way now with remaining pots. Continue with pot 5. With the teams of Dinamo Bucharest and Czehovsky Medvedi from Moscow. Please, one of the blue balls. Czehovsky Medvedi from Moscow in Russia. They will go to Group D, meet Metalurg, Zaporozhye from the Ukraine, Beşiktaş, and Montpellier. Last team from pot number 5. Dinamo Bucuresti from Romania. They will go to Group C. Bucuresti to Group C. And we have concluded row number 5. We have one more to go. We have the team of Elverum from Norway and the winner of qualification. We did this also yesterday. There is only one. And it includes the team from Sporting from Lisbon, Tatran from Slovakia, Hart from Austria, and Cox from Finland. So the winner of this group will also be in pot 6 in one of the 2 balls. So as I mentioned before, the winner of the qualification group number 1, which will be played on the first weekend of September, Sporting Lisbon, Tatran from Slovakia, Hart from Austria, and Cox from Finland. And the winner of this qualification group will join Group D. Position 6, Group D. And to conclude, the very last one. That's the team of Elverum from Norway. Please. Not to have any secrets, we open the very last ball for groups C and D, and the team of Elverum occupies the last empty position in group C. So you can see the teams once again on the screen. Abanca, Ademar Leons, Kian Handball, Gorenje Velenje, Kadetten Schaffhausen, Dinamo Bucharest and Elverum in group C. Metalurg from Skopje, Zaporozhye, Montpellier, Besiktas, Čechovský Medvedi, and the winner of qualification in Group D. And this concludes the draw for Group C and D. And I think we will move on right away.
We're moving on straight away.
Right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to you.
Go to Group A and B. The system basically is the same in A and B. We have 8 teams, of course, a total of 16 teams. They are also divided according to the seeding of the Champions League into 8 pots. You can see them on the screen. Of course, pot 1, FC Barcelona, Telekom Veszprém, and then you see all the other pots. I do not have to announce them now. We will do that anyway, pot by pot. There is a intermediate step which we have to do. Remember that I explained on the women's occasion that we cannot have 2 teams going against each other. We have the same system also in this competition, and because of this we have to allocate some of the pots, the corresponding pots, to each of the teams, and I will do that right away when we do the different pots so that everybody can follow what we are doing. Then I think we are ready to continue. Teams A, Barcelona and Telekom Veszprém in pot 1. Of course, both of the teams just coming back from Cologne. Football Club Barcelona Lassa from Spain. They occupy top position in Group A. So FC Barcelona going to position number 1 in Group A. Telekom Veszprém from Hungary. Goes to Group B. So Veszprém goes to Group B. We have another Hungarian team, which is Molpik Szeged. They are in pot number 6, and since we have Veszprém now drawn to B, consequently we have to allocate the team of Szeged in pot 6 to Group A. So Szeged goes to position number 6 in Group A. Position number 6. This has to do with the seeding within the teams according to the results of the last 3 seasons. The teams are allocated in the different pots, and because Szeged cannot go against Veszprém, We have to put them to the corresponding pot, which is number 6. And consequently, we also have to allocate the other team in pot number 6. Since we have only 2 possibilities, we now have to put the team of Celje Pivovarna Laško, former Champions League winner from 2004, to position number 6 in Group B. And this is a step that we have to do a few more times because we have several countries, several federations which have more than 1 teams within Group A and B and within the 16 teams. Then we move on to pot number 2. The teams are Paris Saint-Germain and Rhein-Neckar Löwen. I'm sorry. My mistake. We're talking about pot number 2. I have to apologize, I'm sorry. Of course, the teams are HC Vardar, defending team, and Kielce from Poland. I'm sorry about that. So the defending champion, HC Vardar from Führer Macedonia. So it's better that I say something wrong and the teams are correct than the other way around, I think. They go to Group A. Group A, position number 2. The team of Vive Tauron Kielce from Poland. They go to position number 2 in Group B. So Kielce is in Group B, and we have to repeat the same step as I explained before, because we have Orlen Płock from Poland in the competition as well. They are in pot number 5, and of course Płock cannot meet Kielce. Therefore, we have to allocate Płock to position number 5 in Group A. So Płock goes to position 5 in Group A. And the team from Belarus, Meshkov, Brest, consequently has to go to position number 5 in Group B. And in this step, we made sure that Płock and Kielce do not meet each other. So we have concluded pot A, row 1 and 2. And if you want to say so, we also concluded rows 5 and 6 because they depend on each other. We will now continue with pot number 3. This time, I think I'm correct. Teams in pot number 3, Paris Saint-Germain and the Rhein-Neckar Löwen. So the first team in pot number 3, Rhein-Neckar Löwen from Germany. And now, big decision. Yes. They go to Group A. So Rhein-Neckar Löwen goes to Group A. Paris Saint-Germain, runner-up, of course, of the final, with an unfortunate situation in the last 5 seconds. They did not win this time, but I'm sure they will try again in the 17-18 season. And Paris Saint-Germain will start their way to Cologne in Group B, position number 3, Group B. We have Rhein-Neckar-Löwen in Group A, and we have another two teams actually. So we first have to allocate the team of SG Flensburg. They are from Germany as well. They are the second-ranked team from this country. Therefore, Flensburg cannot go together with Rhein-Neckar-Löwen. Therefore, Flensburg, which is in pot number 7, has to be allocated to Group B, position number 7. So we put Flensburg in Group B, position number 7. And consequently, the other team has to go to Group A, which is the team from Sweden, EHF from Kristianstad. They have to go to position number 7 in Group A. Now we have to do an additional intermediate step referring to the team of Nantes. Nantes is the runner-up of the French league. They finished second behind PSG. Of course, they cannot play against PSG now. Therefore, we have to allocate Nantes to Group A, position 8, so they do not meet Paris Saint-Germain. And consequently, we have to put the team of THW Kiel to position number 8 in Group B. Of course, they are together with Flensburg. It is not to be avoided with 3 German teams that 2 of them are together, but it is not the first and the second-ranked teams which are together. And now we can peacefully close up with pot number 4, the teams of Zagreb and Aalborg. So, HC Prvo Plinersko Društvo Zagreb from Croatia. A or B? A. It is Group A for Zagreb. And the very last one for tonight, Dragan. Aalborg Handball from Denmark. They will occupy the last empty position, which is Group B, position number 4. So that concludes the draw for Groups A and B. FC Barcelona Lhasa will play against the defending champion, a repeating of the semi-final in Cologne, of course. Rhein-Neckar-Löwen is there, Zagreb, Orlen Plock, Pik Szeged, the Swedish team of Kristianstad, and Nantes, who is participating in Group A and B for the first time. Group B has Telekom Veszprém, the team of Kielce, Paris Saint-Germain, Aalborg Handball from Denmark, Meshkov from Belarus, Celje Pivovano Lashko, of course, Flensburg Handewitt, and Kiel from Germany, which occupy the last 2 positions, 7 and 8. And this is it from us.
Is it done? It is done.
It's all yours again.
Well, first of all, let's give a round of applause for Marcus and the gentlemen. Well done. That was a lot of work. Rest your feet. Wow, okay. Well, again, thank you to all of you for attending tonight's event, again to the gentlemen, and of course to Ljubljana for letting us be here in this fantastic building, the castle, Ljubljana Castle. And if you are watching at home, stay tuned, because we will be back in a few moments' time with the EHF media team with live reactions to this evening's draw. So I'll hand over to my colleague Vado Brinzak in a few moments' time for that. Don't forget, of course, that the EHF Champions League will be back at the beginning of September when qualification begins. But I'm going to leave you now by saying have an amazing summer. We look forward to welcoming you back in September for the 25th season of the EHF Champions League. Goodbye from me and goodbye from Ljubljana. behalf of EHF and EHF Marketing, thank you again. Of course, it's not quite finished yet. You do have dessert and coffee. Yay! So you can make your way back to where you had your dinner and finish up there. And get home safe. Oh my.
You made it. First draw.
representative. Bruno, first of all, your reaction to the draw. You already knew beforehand that you're going to face very tough opponents. So what can you say about the group as a whole?
I said it could be worse because we have known this last season. But for this time, I think the two groups are quite balanced, and we are going to face, of course, very tough opponents, and most of we know them a lot. Kiel, Flensburg, Veszprem, and a little bit less Kielce. We'll discover the Champions League in Aalborg. We have planned to make a friendly game with them in August, so we are going to make a check before. But no, very, of course, satisfied because we are going to face very big opponents, and we are going to have tough games for the Parisian fans, and so I think it's going to be very good experiences.
You mentioned Aalborg. Exactly from Aalborg, your new player, Sander Sagosen, is coming. Who else, or what other changes you are planning for the summer?
About the players?
And the whole squad.
Oh no, we are going to. We have closed the recruitment, and we are going to receive Sander Sagosen from Aalborg and Rodrigo Corrales, who played in Plotzk last season. And we are going to receive all these great teams in the Stade Pierre de Coubertin, the place where we have played the Champions League game this season in a very great atmosphere.
Paris is always a big club, and there is a lot of pressure. You are improving from year to year. 2 seasons ago, you finished third at the Final Four. This season, it was the second place. So what needs to be done so you can do that deciding final step?
Yeah, no, you know, this kind of in this kind of levels, the things are won or lost on details, and we are going to play something like 50, 55 games during the next season, and at the end, maybe that the Final Four, if we have the luck to be there, will be played with 1 ball, 2 balls in 2 games or something like this, because the level between the teams is very tight, and there are a lot of teams who can pretend to be able to win the Champions League in the beginning of the season. So we will try to arrive at the end of the season with all our capacities, physically stronger as possible, and trying to play our best handball at the time. But you know, it's a very hard system. First, the group phase is long and hard, and then the Final Four is of course a huge experience with a lot of emotions. It's very good for the fans, very good for the medias. But as I said, the things are played on 1, 2, 3 balls in 2 games, so it's very hard to predict something.
Thank you very much, Bruno, and good luck with that. We stay in France, and the next one is Montpellier and Vít Kartičník. Hello, Vít. Welcome here. So you had your hands in the draw, so you are partially responsible for the group of Montpellier. So what do you think your teammates will say about the group, and what do you think about the group?
Yeah, I think the group is good. We have a good. We have a good group. I think we can win this group, but I think we're gonna also travel a lot. So we have to prepare ourselves for the travel and for the difficult games.
You missed the last part of the previous season because of the injury. So what is the situation now with your knee? Is everything all right, and you are ready to rock and roll in the new season?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm still in the rehabilitation process. I'm working great. The Handball Federation of Slovenia is giving me all the support, also the club of Montpellier, so I can get all the necessary trainers and then therapies that I need. I'm really happy. I'm progressing really well, and I hope from the start of next season I'll be there with them, and I hope I'll be in good shape.
Thank you very much, Vít, and good luck.
Thank you.
The person who is responsible for the long journeys of Montpellier in the next season is Dragan Gajic. He's currently the player of Telekom Veszprem, but he also played in Montpellier in the past. So you determined the fate for Montpellier, but how are you satisfied with the fate of Veszprem in the new season?
A tough group, something like the last year that we played. But like I said, there is no easy opponents in Champions League today, so we have to prepare ourselves good, physically and psychologically also. It's going to be a long way till the Final Four.
From those arenas you are going to visit in Group B, which is the location you are traveling, which is your most favorite, because of the fans or because of the atmosphere?
The most special will be certainly Celje, my hometown. And of course, I really enjoy also playing in Kiel. I think it's a good atmosphere in Kiel Arena. So I think every match will have its story. We have to do our best. We have to enjoy. If you have to enjoy in handball, we have to enjoy in these high-level games, and we'll see at the end.
Maybe you could say something about the Slovenian teams, about Celje and Velenje and their chances. Do you still follow the handball in Slovenia?
Yes, I'm still following. I think Celje, it's in our group. It's gonna be tough. They have a really young team, unexperienced. They lost 3 major players this season. As it is for Velenje, I believe they can come to first or second place. I really believe that they can play these small semi-finals with a group of Montpellier, and I maybe give them a shot to come to 8 finals of Champions League.
Thank you very much, Dragan, and good luck. Thank you. And the next gentleman, I don't know yet, but is it Sebastian?
No, Marko from Handball.
Okay, so the defending champions, Marko Savovsky and HC Vardar. So Vardar is going to face the record champions, FC Barcelona, in the group. So what is the feeling about this? Barcelona won't be with your legendary player, Kirill Lazarov anymore?
Yes, as you know, Filip Lazarov will play. As you know, Kirill Lazarov play now in Nantes, so he will be in Skopje again, but not with FC Barcelona. He will be with Nantes. So I think it will be interesting match because we are facing first time with them in Champions League. So we will see how we're gonna finish.
We all see what happens when Macedonian team wins the Champions League. It was just a pure madness in Skopje after you returned from Cologne with the trophy. Do people still talk about your success?
Yes, they're still talking about this, and I think that they think that we can do it again, and that maybe we can do it to defend the Champions League title this year, but I know that it will be very difficult, of course, because it was very quality teams, like always. With most of the teams we play last year and the years before, so we know them very well. And for us as a club, of course, will be a big challenge to try to defend title in Champions League 2 times in a row. But we will see. It's still early to say something more, but I think it will be a very interesting season.
What can we expect on the transfer market in Vardar during the summer?
As you know, we don't make big changes. We have only 3 players left from our club. It was the goalkeeper, Angelov, he go to Antalya. Alexander Dereven, I think he will back in Čekovský Medvedi, or I don't know. But he left Vardar, and as you know, Alex Dušebajev going to Kielce. And we buy a player, Danis Kristopans, from Brest Meškov. So this is the changes. It's not big changes, only 1 or 2. So I think it will be not a very, very different team from the last year.
Maybe with a couple of sentences, if you could outline your summer preparation for the season, where will you go, what kind of tournaments you will play?
Yes, every year we go in Slovenia, in Kranjska Gora. It will be now, I think, 5th year in a row. We go there for preparation, and then we will go to tournament in Gummersbach. We play there against Rhein-Neckar-Löwen and Flensburg. And then we are waiting to go to EHF Super Globe in Qatar. So I think this is the only 2 tournaments that we will have before start of the new season.
Thank you very much, Marko, and have a great summer. Marko already mentioned that their right back, Alex Dušebajev, is leaving to Kielce, and we have the representative of Kielce, the 2016 Champions League winners, Radoslav Vasiak from Vive Tauron Kielce is here. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks, and you?
Are you in a good mood after the draw, what you have seen?
You know, it's the first 16 teams, not weak teams, and so I'm very happy. So this group is the mixed. I think so. The most of the game will be tough. When you look at our group, you see the two German teams, the Paris, the Telekom Veszprem, so the big names of the team. Also remember about the Celje and Brest and Aalborg. So will be I expect so the very interesting games.
Kielce are always the club which are almost always surprising with something new, either on the players market or with something else. Have you prepared anything new for the season? Are you planning, for example, new arena? I already heard about the change in the management and the president.
Yeah, the changing the management is not exactly because it's the two bodies. The one body is the club who is the manage the senior team, the professional, and the Bertus stopped the president of the youth teams, the association of Vive. So it's not big change because the Bertus servers stay still like the president of the Vive Kielce, the senior team. So about the teams, the players already done. So in this season to join to us the three players. Marko Mamic, Blaž Janc, and Alex Dujshebaev, and left also three players: Tobias Reichmann, Piotr Chrapkowski. Tobias Reichmann goes to Melsungen, Piotr Chrapkowski goes to Magdeburg, and Paweł Paszkowski.
Thank you very much, Radek, and good luck in the new season. This concludes the first part for the Men's Champions League. I just very quickly change the microphone, and we carry on with the Women's Champions League. The sound? Okay, just a very quick sound test, and we can carry on. So, what a start for the new season for the defending champions. What a beautiful group with three very tough opponents. One of them, the reigning EHF Cup winners, Rostov, then the new emerging team from France, Brest, and also Midtjylland, who I think, if I remember well, they managed to steal some points from you on your way to the title last season. So what is your feeling, Tamás Szabó from Győri Audi Etokace?
Yes, a bit déjà vu feeling, like in the last season. It means that at Rostov and Midtjylland again in the group phase we are meeting, and also Brest, as you mentioned, a very strong group, strong team from France. I can say that I think the toughest opponents from each pots join to Group B, where the defending champion is. But you know, this is life, this is sport. I think we in Győr are used to looking back in the past season that each groups we start in the seasons are tough. This is the same in this year, and as you mentioned, yes, we are the defending champions. I think we were the team which was no other team wanted to have in the group. So I think we have to have trust in ourselves, and this is a job for us we have to make on our road until the next Final Four.
You have to reveal us some details on the signing of Anja Althaus, because she originally wanted to retire after the Final Four, and after the defeat her team suffered in the final against Győr, but you managed to talk her into carrying on together with you.
Yes, this is true. Anja was, let's say, a final and nice surprise at the end of the last season. Life bring a new situation, I think, in front of to her also, and in front of to us also. We also need to find a good option for the pivot position, and she was saying, okay, finishing, but she was more disappointed, and that's why she said finishing the career. And we speak, and I think we find a very good option inside each other, so she feel the power inside her to do it, and also she wanted to join to us, because she want to win. And I think this is a really good common thing inside. So with Anja Althaus and with the others from the last season, and with 2 new other players, we are starting this way until the next Final Four in Budapest, and we are planning to have same success like we did in last year.
A very ambitious plan from Jur. Thank you very much, Tamás, and good luck in that. This concludes our draw, so thank you very much for watching us live here at the Ljubljana Castle, and hopefully see you soon in Handball Europe. Goodbye.